that in
7
my
days, everybody.
moody repertoire.
The moment you've all been waiting for. This guy starts out pretty bleak right away. He's a surgeon, and his daughter is going to hand out invitations for her birthday party before school. Cut to next day, and kids come, or not next day, later that day. Students are there, and they're like, hey, here's so-and-so's homework. She never made it to school. And he's like, okay, I thought she went. Police come, whatever. They find her body. She's been assaulted and murdered.
The end.
Then they find... The police are like, look, we found the guy. The DNA matches the sample that was there. Like, trial's going to be cut and dry.
Right.
And this is where I throw it to you. If hypothetically...
Right.
So they said, what is he going to... The wife asked, what's he going to get? And he's like, 15 to 25 years. What would you do if that hypothetically
as a father?
Happened? Yeah, to me as like an 8-year-old.
I mean, I don't know if I mean, you would want to kill him. I don't know. I mean, it's to want and to do.
Because you got to get him out of custody.
Oh, well, you
or
never
at
do
least.
That. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, not you shouldn't. It would be impossible to do it. We're going to break into a jail?
So this guy, he sets up a plot where, he has a cottage, secluded cottage. He pays because he's a surgeon. So he pays 2 other people very handsomely to set up like this kind of workplace in the cottage. And he pays the other guy to drug one of the driver of the person who's going to transport him to out of county to wherever.
Wherever.
You get processed somewhere and then whatever.
Is it?
In France.
Okay.
En français. So the guy passes out at the wheel. He had been following. Comes up to the window. He's like, I'm a doctor. Like, let me help you. Let's get him to the side of the road. Let me go get a bag real quick. Jumps into the driver's seat. Off to the races. Goes to another vehicle that he had. Like, I'm taking you out of this van into this vehicle to the cottage. And first thing he does, sledgehammer to the knee. He's tied up. The guy's drugged. As soon as he wakes up, blam.
Right.
Completely fucks his knee up. Good job with the makeup and everything. They make the knee look
disgusting,
swollen to shit, and like blood had started to really accumulate. The swelling looked realistic. Not that I've ever seen. I don't know what that really looks like, but next day, I don't even think he does. He wanted to do something, and I think he doesn't end up doing anything. So he said, I'm going to torture and kill this guy, and on the 7th day, my daughter's birthday, I'm going to turn myself in, but he's going to be dead. Mm-hmm. Okay, so essentially every day you expect him to do something. Second day, I don't think he does anything. Third day, he has a chain that he like whips the fuck out of this guy with. He might have like collapsed a lung on this guy because he was breathing really fucking weird. So I'm on the 4th day. 4th day, he gives him a paralytic. So I don't think it paralyzes the motor system, has him on a ventilator. I was thinking about this. Might be a plot hole, maybe not. It's like he had to put something in for him to breathe, but did nothing with his heart. I think something that paralyzes your central motor system maybe would affect your heart, maybe not.
Well, I don't think it'd make it stop.
Then I stand corrected.
I mean, I don't know. But
me neither. He, trying to think of how to say this. He does an operation to where he would need a colostomy bag. So he like reroutes his shit. So
got it.
It comes out of his gut. Guy was not happy about that. And because of that, he's like, okay, he had been denying what he did up to this point. He's like, I did what I did to your daughter. and I also did it to 3 other people. This guy tells the news that the other parents they have diverting opinion. They're like, I don't think this is right. This guy doesn't exist to me, and the other parents are like, fucking make this guy suffer.
Right.
He's pissed at the one parent who disagreed with him, so he brings her there. It's like, look at him. He doesn't exist to you. He's right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it was very impactful because they'd been subtly building towards this, that he is struggling, I think, with the prospect that he's becoming as
evil as the guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that theme is very prevalent throughout the entirety of this. He cuts off his manhood, bits and all, and then on day 7, he realizes he can't do it. He just they find the location through solid detective work, and have the place surrounded. He comes out. He's like, I couldn't kill him.
Okay.
I liked that ending, especially with the themes, that it's like you might have all the motivation in the world, but like, would you be able to do it?
Can you play God?
No, I mean, yeah, and then on a very human level, it's like, could you kill someone? It doesn't even if they're fucking scum. Could you take their life if you had to do it with your own hands?
Yeah, I hear you.
And in a weirdly poetic, like the only poetic or unpoetic thing is like this guy has to go to jail for his crimes, and it is a crime. I don't believe in vigilante justice, but this guy also deserved he deserved a worse punishment than what that government would have given him. And I would hope, if it happened on American soil, that he would at least be in prison for life. At least.
Probably, yeah. I would think. Yeah, like sentencing in different countries, obviously. And I think Europe is more lenient. So that doesn't even surprise me, that's not unbelievable, that was a plot point that he got 15 to 25, whatever.
Because and I also think that was important.
That's like robbery, it's like, I don't know, like what would get you 15 to 20, but here.
You could potentially get 25 for murder in America, but I don't for a case like that, I don't think so.
No.
If
there's cruelty, they add.
Yeah.
The aspects of your act play into your sentencing.
Yeah.
Extreme cruelty, extreme, causing extreme pain, young child rape, and, and if it were a hate crime, there would be an enhancement as well. So those are things that will affect it.
Yeah. I thought it was actually very solid. Not that disturbing. I know it sounds disturbing, but
that wasn't the what the movie was about.
Yeah. I've been, running that hedonistic treadmill for so long. Are you familiar with that term? Do you know what that
Hedonism?
is?
Yeah, I read.
No, do you know the hedonistic treadmill?
Which are just constantly watching things that make you happy or appeal to your...
Okay, so here's the example of it. Like the first $100 you make probably made you like overjoyed. Like remember your
law
first
of diminishing
job?
Returns.
Yeah, but I think the hedonistic treadmill is more
keep
specific.
explaining it because it...
Yeah, and then it takes 200 and 1,000 and 5,000.
Okay.
And 100,000 to just achieve the same level of
joy, happiness, whatever.
Yeah, as what you got from $100 before.
Right.
Where it's like billionaires, it's like they do shit that would be the coolest thing of all time for us. But to them, it's another day in their life.
Yeah.
When you watch movies, and the better term would have just been, I've developed a callous tolerance to these kinds of films.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard it called hedonistic treadmill.
I believe that's the term.
You're probably right. I'm not familiar with it.
Well, now you have another phrase in your repertoire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean
But that's the law of diminishing returns.
Well, that word I only know, or I use that when it comes to like
Business.
Business, yeah.
Well, it applies to anything. The concept.
True. But okay, so I think the way that it would be like if you watch something incredible, it just went so over the top disturbing that it's like it might be 10 times as disturbing as the next most disturbing film I've seen.
Yeah.
But it only is absorbed by me as like, oh, that's
Twice.
a little bit, or twice
Yeah.
as disturbing as the other one.
Well, you said callousness. There's another term for it.
Desensitized.
Yeah, that's not the one, but that's right. It doesn't matter. Me and my words. Always trying to think of.
Yeah, you like word soup. You watch that every morning.
Yeah. Plus, I like soup.
Or they teach you a new word and they use it in conversation. Like they have a whole episode about it.
What are you talking about? Is this a show or something?
I just made it up.
Oh.
We could make it.
Word soup. I like
It's like
that.
Sesame Street, but for adults. We'll teach you SAT words.
Not jaundiced. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It'll come to me.
Calcified.
No. Calcified means something that, like, think of a department or a company that, through age and inaction, just becomes it just doesn't.
Slow.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
You hear it? So, like large organizations, it's the law of organizations.
Anytime you get so big, man, it's like
It just happens. It is unavoidable. It will become inefficient. Extremely.
try to stay as lean as
Yes.
you can, as long as you can.
But when times are fat, people add
People
fat.
get, yeah.